Like what you see? Looks impressive, right? This is the Kia Telluride, the new 7-seater SUV from Kia. Design-wise, it looks quite impressive. These chrome on the grille and the dual LED lights are marks of the premium, the top spec Telluride. In the rear, the most striking feature, of course, are these signature lights, which definitely creates an impression from far. This premium spec is called the GT line, and it even has dual exhaust. Cool. In our region, impression also means large wheels. These come with 20-inch wheels. It is a 7-seater, but Kia has managed the size pretty well not to look too bulky. Well, the second row seats naturally can be adjusted, and I'm going to fix it in such a way that it's comfortable, even for taller people. And now let's check out how the third row works. As for easy accessibility, one touch. You go right in and you see, enough leg room. There's no complaint about the leg room, but yeah, of course, when you have to keep your legs a bit raised, so chances are it's still going to be children, even older children, who are going to really enjoy the long drive. So now we are in the cockpit. The first thing perhaps you will notice is this 10.25-inch screen. Well, it looks really premium, great finish, and the screen itself is split into 3, and if you want to have this bigger, well, you have it, or widescreen. Look at that. All the buttons you need are right here, and well, sometimes you need to press a bit hard, but it's all cool here. The air conditioning buttons are neatly arranged here, and then you even have seat cooling and heating, all premium, and this space is for wireless charging. But surprisingly enough, the plug-in charger is even faster. Now, what matters most in a cockpit? The drive. Well, let me make space here. Now, this button is all about the driving modes, both on-road and off-road. Now, you have the drive here, so you have comfort, eco, sport, and something they call a smart mode. Now, what a smart mode does is it chooses among comfort, eco, and sport according to the driving conditions. Now, if I'm going off-road, press the terrain button. You can choose between snow, mud, and sand. It's an all-wheel drive, and with these terrain choices, you're good to go. Well, you can't expect the same kind of performance that you get from an SUV that is built for the off-road. I mean, in terms of torque distribution or engine cooling and all that. But it's great to have, and it's good to go. Well, the top spec also comes with all the latest radar-based smart technology for driver assistance. So it senses the blind spots, watches out for cross traffic, and acts in time to prevent collisions. And hey, there is something called a smart view camera. When I switch on the turn indicator, I can see the blind spot view right here in front of my driver information screen. That's really cool. The navigation input looks grand and helpful on the 10.25-inch screen, but I wish there was a direct destination input option right from the screen. Likewise, I wish there was a direct input option for radio stations, but in this car, the system is a Harman Kardon. Just to give you an idea of what separates, the distance that separates the full spec and the basic, well, you must have noticed that this is Napa leather, looks really premium, and the kind of materials, leather, wood, chrome, well, not exactly wood, but looks like wood, and they've done a decent job. In the basic, you get fabric seats and nice looking material like hard plastic finished in brushed matte finish. Well, the top spec gets a 10.2-inch screen, while the basic 2 gets an 8-inch screen. Likewise, there is no sunroof in there, but this one gets 2. The top spec also gets side and curtain airbags in every row. And as for cameras, the top spec gets a multi-view 360-degree camera. Look at that. Very convenient. While the basic gets a rear view camera and sensors too. Oh, by the way, the premium gives you an option 7 or 8 seats. A large family SUV should be marked by features that are kid-friendly or family-friendly, like these. Now this is called driver talk. I press this and now my voice comes through from the driver's seat, it carries all the way to the rear seats. So I can talk to the fighting or sleeping or hungry children back there. So who's hungry back there?
Me!
And then there is another feature called quiet mode. Now if I press this button, all the speakers in the rear go mute and I can still hear the front speakers, but the car automatically keeps it below volume level 7. The advantage is, if there are sleeping passengers, especially children, they can sleep in peace while you can continue to enjoy music. The Kia Telluride is driven by a 3.8-litre V6 engine, good for 290 horsepower and 355 Newton meters of torque. So we are good with power. Good to hold steering, solid drive. Well, when you throttle it out, there is a slight flat start and then it picks up. You can feel all the driver assistance features supporting you along the way, bringing you back when you go astray and watching out for you on the road. But I think you should stick to being a good driver. It's nice to cruise along. The suspensions are not too soft, not too hard. Well, the maneuvering is pretty good for a car of this size. And the body roll is only as much as you expect. The V6 engine is mated to an 8-speed transmission, pretty smooth. But how is the fuel economy? Well, at best I got 8 and at worst 7. Not too bad. But things are getting better everywhere and there's scope for improvement. So how is the new Kia Telluride? For a large urban SUV, well, it's got presence and that's a large box ticked. It's a spacious 7 or 8-seater. It's comfortable and it's got the latest technology. Well, as for capabilities, beaches, mountain roads, that sort of thing, it's quite at ease. And by the way, what is a Telluride? Now, Telluride is a beautiful mountain town in Colorado, USA, which means it's got some bit of adventure already built in.